இல்ல கூப்பிடாது அது செய்யாது நல்லா இருக்குல்ல
Ma'am, you're mute.
See, Alafi, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here, heavy rain.
Ma'am, there is so much background noise.
அமைதியா இருக்கா See, today we are going to do the fourth experiment. So, all of you go through the diagram, go through the material, go through the material. Already I posted the lab manual in the GCR. Go through the fourth experiment, low test on transformer, low test on single phase transformer. Go through the material. Go through the material, especially go through the diagram. Go through the circuit diagram. This one. Yeah. ده وكربة.
Ma'am, ma'am, your voice is not coming. Ma'am, where are you?
See, have you all got through the material? Especially go through the circuit diagram. That only we are going to do with the e-circuit. Go through the circuit diagram. So today's experiment is today's experiment is load test on single phase transformer. So the transformer working principle is mutual induction. So the transformer, it works by using the AC supply only. It does not operate in the DC supply, since the working principle of the transformer is the mutual induction. So with respect to time, the current should be varying with respect to time. So it is possible only in the mutual induction alone. So the transformer works only in the AC supply. So the theory topic is also there in the unit 3. So by the time we will discuss in details. So now I will give some introduction about the experiment which is especially needed for this experiment. So then load test means what? We are going to load the transformer. Load in the sense we are going to use the electrical energy. So the electrical energy which is available in the secondary side of the transformer. If you see the main parts of the transformer means the first thing is the magnetic core, then primary winding and secondary winding. So the output will be available in the secondary side alone. So that is what mainly the transformer is used to convert the electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit without change in frequency with a desired change in voltage, magnitude and current. This is the main usage of the transformer. So this is the transformer. Once again, I repeat the definition for the transformer. So the transformer is a static device. There is no rotating part. So if you are seeing the DC generator, DC motor, alternator, single phase induction motor, 3-phase induction motor. So there will be the rotating part here. There is no rotating part. So the transformer efficiency will be above the 75%. Right, so since there is no rotating part, the losses will be less when compared with the other electrical apparatus like DC generator, DC motor, 3-phase induction motor. So here there is no rotating part. If you see the main parts of the transformer means magnetic core, primary winding, secondary winding. So the supply which is given to the primary side of the transformer. So we will be getting the output from the secondary of the transformer. So the input we are giving it to the primary, then the output we are obtaining from the secondary of the transformer. So we can use the electrical energy in the secondary side alone. So the mainly transformer is used to convert the electrical energy from one. It is used to transfer the electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit without change in frequency with the desired change in voltage, magnitude and current. So here we are transferring the electrical energy from the primary winding to the secondary winding. So where can we use that electrical energy is in the secondary side. So always the load will be connected at the secondary of the transformer. So the load in the sense, we are not at all loading the transformer. So the correct exact meaning of this load test in the sense, we are going to use the electrical energy which is obtained in the secondary of the transformer. This is the meaning. So load in the sense we are loading the transformer, we are keeping the load on the transformer and all, you should not think. That is wrong. So the exact meaning of the load test is we are using the electrical energy which is obtained in the secondary side of the transformer. So by the time what are the changes are happened with the transformer, how the efficiency is varying while we are loading from the light load to heavy load. That only we are going to discuss here. This is the main introduction about the transformer. Load in the sense, not loading the transformer, not keeping the heavy load on the transformer and all. We are using the electrical energy which is available in the secondary of the transformer. Right? So we are increasing the load from the light load to heavy load. We are increasing the load. What type of load? There are many types of loads are there. Here we are going to use the resistive load. Resistive load we are going to use. We will see in the diagram, right? So there are 5 questions are there. Then you can find the answer from the textbook, or else you can get the answer from the from the net. Explain the working principle of transformer. So the working principle of the transformer is mutual induction. What are the main parts of the transformer? Magnetic core, primary winding, secondary winding. So what are the types of transformer? Step according to the voltage, you can divide the transformer into two types: step up transformer and step down transformer. According to the construction, there are three types: core type, shell type, and berry type. So here you have to mention. So KVA rating. So these answers are available in the textbook, as well as you can get the answer by searching the net. So by searching the net, in the sense the answer should be the valid one. You should not write many answers will be available in the net, but the answer should be the exact one, as well as the answer should be 100% correct. Then only you can get the correct mark for the pre-lab questions. See, my voice is clear. Am I audible? Am I audible? All of you mute your mic. All mute your mic. Am I audible? My voice is clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then this is the diagram. So this is the transformer. So the primary voltage is 230 volts. See, this is the main diagram. This is the transformer. So the primary voltage is 230 volts. The secondary voltage is 115 volts. So the higher voltage is reduced to the lower voltage. So according to the voltage level, there are two types I told you. So this transformer will come under the step down transformer. So then directly we should not give the 230 volts to the primary winding. So it may produce some problem. It may damage the winding. So what we are doing is we are gradually giving this 230 volts to the primary winding of the transformer. So which equipment is used to give the voltage in step by step way is single phase auto transformer. So the role of the single phase auto transformer is to give the primary voltage in steps, in gradual steps. So you can increase the 230 volts in gradually by using the single phase auto transformer. This is the role of the auto transformer. So main this is what phase, then this is neutral. So what supply we are giving is 230 volts single phase 50 hertz AC supply. Already I told you that the transformer, it is working in the AC supply only. So the basic principle of the auto transformer is mutual induction. So the mutual induction, it needs the which needs the change in current with respect to time. So the current magnitude has to vary with respect to time. It has to vary. It should not be constant. If you are seeing the DC supply means the current will be constant, so then mutual induction you can't get. So the mutual induction only available in the AC supply only. So the transformer will be working by using the AC supply only. So we are giving the three-phase transformer is also there. This is single-phase transformer. Right. So the single phase transformer, the primary supply is 230 volts, the secondary voltage is 115 volts. This is step down voltage. Since the secondary voltage is less than the primary voltage, it's called as a step down voltage, step down transformer. Right. So if the secondary voltage is greater than the primary voltage, means it is called as a step up voltage. Here from the given data we can tell that this is come under the step down transformer. So what supply we are giving is 230 volts single phase 50 hertz AC supply we are giving. P means phase wire, N means neutral. So this is DPST switch, double pole single throw switch. So fuse fuse. This is for the safety purpose, so it can withstand the current up to 15 ampere. So this is what this is natural. This is also for the safety purpose, right? The next one is auto transformer. The role of the auto transformer is to gradually increase the supply voltage to the primary winding of the transformer. So the role of this voltmeter is to measure the input voltage to the primary winding of the transformer. The role of this ammeter is used to measure the primary current. Then wattmeter, it is used to measure the primary winding power, right? So the wattmeter is mainly used to measure the power. Then 115 is the secondary side. This voltmeter is used to measure the secondary voltage. This ammeter is used to measure the secondary current. This wattmeter is used to measure the energy which is available, power which is available in the secondary side. So this is why we are using here one more fuses to give the protection for this resistive load. Here we are using the resistive load. Then these resistive loads you can increase by switching on the 4 switches. Gradually you need to increase the switches. You are closing the switches means this resistive load will be added with the secondary side. In the sense these loads will be using this electrical energy which is available in the secondary side of the transformer. This is the resistive load. This is 15 ampere fuse. It is used to give the protection for this resistive load. So this is the main circuit. With this only we are going to make in the E circuit. All of you open the E circuit. Then I will tell the procedure how to do. Then this is the circuit diagram. So after this, there is a circuit diagram. Then everything they have given. Formula. What are the formulas we are going to use is percentage regulation. V02 minus V2 divided by V02 into 100. V02 means secondary voltage on no load condition. This 0 represents the no load condition. This 2 represents the secondary winding. This is no load voltage during the no load condition. This is V2 is nothing but the secondary voltage during the loaded condition. So V02 secondary voltage on no load, V0 secondary voltage at a particular load. So then power factor. Power factor in the tabulation. Regulation it is there. So how will you find that regulation is by using this expression. So then there is a expression for the power factor P out divided by V2 I2. So there is a column in the tabular column, that is what power factor cos theta. So that you have to fill that column by using this formula. P out is the secondary wattmeter reading in watts. V2 is secondary voltage in volts. I2 is the secondary current in ampere. Then the third is the efficiency. This column is also there in the tabulation. So you need to fill this tabulation by using this formula. So what is the expression P out divided by P in? How will you obtain the P out? P out and P in I will tell. That is input power. P out is the output power. P is nothing but the power. So the P out is secondary wattmeter reading in watts. So the wattmeter is used to measure the power. Pn is primary wattmeter readings in watts. So this is the model graph. This straight line, it is drawn between the regulation and then P out. This curve, this efficiency curve is drawn between the P out and efficiency. This is regulation. This straight line, linear curve is representing the regulation. This curve is representing the efficiency. So the transformer efficiency, it reaches the maximum at one particular output load, then gradually it decreases. So the procedure, so you are doing the experiment in the lab means you can use this procedure. This only we are going to apply in the E circuit also. This tabulation alone we are going to fill. Then afterwards you have to draw the graph here, right? So then there is a set of questions are there, that is post lab. You can find the answer from the textbook or else you can get it from the net. Right. So we are going to give the connection, circuit connection, as well as we are going to fill this tabular column. This only we are going to do here now. So and also the transformer topic, it is available in the unit 3 also. By the time we will see the experiment in detail, right? So I will explain what are the advanced things which is related with the transformer. Everything I will explain in the unit 3. As of now, this introduction is sufficient to do the experiment. All of you open the E circuit. Open the e-circuit, all of you open. So whatever I am telling, all of you follow and take the readings. We are going to take 4 to 5 readings only. Sample circuit. Okay. Draw circuits, blank circuit. So we got the workspace. First, and one more thing. Here in the E circuit, there is no wattmeter. So the input power, which is equal to, all of you make a note, input power. This is input power. Input we are giving in the primary side. So, so there is no wattmeter. So, but we need to measure the input power. So by using the formula, we can obtain the input power. So the input power, all of you make a note. This is the formula which is used to find the input power. Where is text? Any idea? I want to type here. Any idea? But not.
Click on
See,
the
any
A
other-
option.
Click on the A option.
Huh?
A option.
Side the brushes
A
option.
written A.
There is an A option.
Start the brush.
Yes,
Click
yes,
that.
yes.
No, ma'am. A.
Huh? Yeah.
A.
Okay. 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 So the input power, here already I told you that there is no wattmeter in the E circuit, but we have to measure the input power by using the formula. This is the formula. Input power is equal to V1 into I1. V1 into I1. This is the formula. So this is the formula. By using this formula, we are going to measure the input power. V1 means what? This is V1. So always this one representing the primary side, always the two representing the secondary. So the V1, where will you obtain this V1 is? So then you can obtain this V1 from this voltmeter. So the I1 you can obtain from this ammeter. So the one representing the primary side. Then the output power. So the output power is also, there is a wattmeter, but here in the E circuit, there is no wattmeter. Instead, we are using the formula. So what formula in the text? All of you make a note. Output power. Output power is equal to V2 into I2. So where V2 is the secondary side voltage, the voltage across the secondary winding, where the I2 is the current flowing in the secondary winding. So from this voltmeter we can obtain the V2 value. From this voltmeter you can obtain the I2 value. So so instead this wattmeter, we are using this formula. We are going to measure the input power in the primary side. So the output is available in the secondary side. So that we are obtaining by using this formula, V2 into I2. So this is the condition. Then next E circuit, all of you go. So now you go to the E circuit, what are the things are needed? So here you change the tabular column. So here, so instead this wattmeter, you change it as here, input power, I-N-P-U-T, input power. Here, instead of the secondary wattmeter, you can mention. So lab you are doing means that wattmeter is available, then you can measure. But both the readings will be same only. So whether you put the wattmeter or we are using the input and output expression, both the readings will be same. output power. So the output power W2. So you change the tabular column like this. Then only you can avoid the confusion. So then now we will draw the circuit. Then first, what are the components are needed? Then we need the transformer. So where it is available, go to the E circuit, go to draw. The follow, all of you follow, then only you can understand. Draw. Then under DC components, under passive components, you can see the transformer. There are two types of transformer. So simply you add transformer alone. Here for this experiment, this is not needed. Don't use the tamped transformer, add transformer alone. So keep the transformer. This is the transformer. Then next what are the component is needed? Supply. So we need the supply. Here we need the supply. Go to draw, input, input and sources, you add AC, you add input. All of you make a note. Go to draw, go to the inputs and sources, add voltage source to terminal. Add this. DC, we need AC, delete. Draw, we need AC supply. Draw input and sources, input and output sources. All of you follow, then only you can avoid confusion. Draw, add AC voltage source. We need AC source. So keep it here. This is supply. Over. The next what do you need? Ammeter, voltmeter. So supply side over, transformer we kept. We need 1 voltmeter, 1 ammeter. So where it is available, go to draw, outputs and labels, add ammeter. So draw the ammeter here. Then we need voltmeter. Draw, outputs and labels. The ammeter and voltmeter, it is available under outputs and label. Add voltmeter. So you keep the voltmeter here. Then we will join afterwards. So voltmeter. Okay. Then in the secondary side, what are the things are needed? Secondary side. So here supply we need, we have given, we are not at all using this auto transformer. If you are coming to the lab means that auto transformer is available, right? So here directly we are, see if it is a real time means you are giving the 230 volts means it will affect the primary winding of the transformer. See here we are going to do the experiment in the E circuit only, so we can give the supply directly to the primary winding. It will not affect, it will not damage the primary winding of the transformer. So directly we are connecting. So here there is no need of the auto transformer. Right, so then we kept this voltmeter, ammeter, then transformer. In the secondary side, we need voltmeter, ammeter. So the secondary side. So the draw, outputs and labels, add ammeter. So the ammeter is available. Next, draw, inputs, outputs and labels. Ammeter, we need the voltmeter. Where is the voltmeter? This is the voltmeter. So you have to keep the voltmeter before ammeter. So this is the voltmeter. So then what else we need is Then next, so we have given the supply, then transformer we have connected, ammeter, voltmeter we have connected. So we are, instead this we are going to apply this formula V1 I1. Instead this wattmeter we are going to apply this formula V2 I2. Then remaining which component is left now? So the resistive load is left. For this resistive load, we need 4 switches. First we keep the switches, then we will add the, so the always, all of you make a note, always resistive load is nothing but the resistive load example. The example for the resistive load is a lamp. So the lamp is the example for the resistive load. Here we are going to use the 4 lamps. The 4 lamps which needs the 4 switches. So the remaining 2 components are 4 switches and 4 lamps. So where we can get this is, so the lamp it is available, draw, go to draw, so we need to connect the resistive load, and as well as so the resistive load in the sense the lamps, as well as we need to keep the 4 switches for the 4 lamps. Add switch. So the draw, then go to the passive components. So under passive components you can find the add switch. So draw the 4 switches here. 1, 2, 3, 4 resistive loads we are going to use. The 4 switches. Then next one is switch lamp. So the lamp is the example for the resistive load. Draw output and labels. Add lamp. We need 4 lamps. So here you keep the 4 lamps. 1, 2. See, while you are drawing the diagram, all the lines should be the straight line. You should not draw like me. So I am explaining. So you should be very attentive, and while you are drawing the circuit, the line should be the straight line. So then that's all. What else we need? That's all. You see the diagram. We kept everything. So we have to give the connection. See, are you getting or not? Any doubt means you can ask now. Are you having any doubt? Are you clear? Anybody answer? All are sleeping. All are listening or all are sleeping? Simply have lunch.
Listening, ma'am.
Lunch and sleeping. Huh? All are listening or not? Or sleeping?
Listening, ma'am.
Ma'am,
We are
I'm
listening. We are sleeping, ma'am.
Who is that? Who is sleeping? So for those who are sleeping in my class, no attendance for them. Who said sleeping? For that guy, no attendance today. Okay. See, any doubt? Do you have any doubt after this point? Are you clear? Any
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
Okay. Next, we are going to give the connection. Draw hard wire. Give the connection. This one. Then this. See, use laptop. Then only you will get clear idea. So while preparing for your examination, so that the practice is needed. Without the practice, you can't do anything. And as well as you maintain one note for this subject. Whenever I am telling the important point, you should make a note, or else it is very tough to understand while you are preparing for your exam. Give the connection. How many of you completed the circuit and how many of you completed the connection? How many of you completed? No one completed. See, this class, especially this class, those who are telling, you will be asked to share your screen. Then only attendance will be given. Don't sit simply. By random, I call your register number. You will be asked to show the circuit. If you are not showing your circuit, means I will mark absent. By random, I call your register number. Then you will be asked to share the screen. So by the time only I will give attendance. Then or else no attendance today. So that the circuit, everything is closed. So simulation, it gets started, right? Then next we have to change the ratings. Then first double click. So what supply we are giving? 230 volts. So 230, the frequency is 50 hertz. Frequency 50 hertz. Okay. Then next ammeter. Ammeter it measure. This is transformer. So all of you see the diagram. What about the ratio? Ratio in the sense primary voltage is to secondary voltage. What is the ratio? 230 divided by 115. What is the value? What is the value? 230 divided by 115. What's the value? All are sleeping. No one is listening. So no attendance today. All absent today. Is it okay?
Ma'am, 230 divided by
115. So the primary voltage.
2 times. 2.
Secondary voltage is 115. 2. 2.
yes, ma'am, 2.
So in ratio.
1:2.
Ma'am, 2:1.
Huh?
2:1.
2:1.
Yes, ma'am.
See, in ratio, in the sense, if it is a 0.5, we are considering the 115 voltage as the 0.5 means, so the 230 is 1, right? So the ratio is 0.5.
How, ma'am?
One 115 divided by output divided by input voltage. How much you are getting? That is called as a ratio here. 115 divided by 230. How much?
0.5.
0.5. So in the transformer, you have to enter the ratio only. Ratio in the sense output voltage divided by input voltage. So this is the transformer, right? So the ratio we need to, what ratio it is there now? So here you have to mention 0.5. 0.5. So this you have to apply for the transformer. Secondary voltage divided by primary voltage. That is called as a ratio. That data you need to give for the transformer. Okay. The next voltmeter, ammeter. Then here lamp switch. Here what voltage we are using is 115. This is secondary side 115. No, so double click. Here nominal voltage you set it as 115. 150, this is secondary side, no? So since it is connected in the secondary side, we need to set the secondary voltage alone. So the secondary voltage is 115. So change the nominal voltage as 115 in all the lamps. So why we are changing this nominal voltage from 120 to 115 is here the transformer rating they have given The secondary voltage range is 115, so we need to set the load voltage, nominal load voltage as 115. That's all. So all the data, all the inputs we have given. What did I do?
Ma'am, emitter values and other values are different in my circuit.
See, this is what it's showing the simultaneous value. So then this is so while you are while it is under the simulation means it is showing the simultaneous value. It is not the instantaneous value. So while you click on the stop button only, you are getting the instantaneous value. So that is all will not get the same value, right? So it's instantaneous value. It varies. So where the time will not be constant for all. Since it is AC. So wherever you are click on the stop button, so it shows the instantaneous value at the time alone. It will not be same for all time. Instantaneous value is not same for all time while you are click on the stop button. It is a simultaneous value. So simultaneously the value will be varying. That is the reason you are not getting this answer, right? Next. Set the nominal voltage as 115. Have you all completed? Any doubt? Are you clear?
Ma'am, can you show the reading of voltmeter?
Wait, I will tell. Have you completed everything? So first we have drawn the diagram. We have given the connection. And next we have changed. We have changed the value. So we had made everything. So then now we have to start to take the readings. Okay. So this is what.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, can you tell again which values you changed in the circuit, ma'am? I was making.
First, you have to change the supply voltage. Click on it and maximum voltage you have to set it as 230, frequency 50 Hz. These two datas you have to change for the supply. Then next you have to change the ratio for the transformer. Ratio you have to set it as a 0.5. How you are getting this 0.5 is secondary voltage divided by primary voltage. That is equal to 0.5. It is called as a ratio. That value you need to set it in the so you need to set it in the transformer, right? The next what you need to do is here there is no lamp. So secondary side we are giving the 115 voltage. So all the lamps which is connected in the secondary side nominal voltage should be equal to 115. Okay. The next so then everything over, then you have to run. So everything is completed. So the simulation is getting started. So it is showing the simultaneous value. So while I click on stop button, it is showing the instantaneous value. So at this instant, what are the current is available and voltage is available, everything it is shown here. It is the instantaneous value for this instant. So while I am doing the simulation means it is showing the simultaneous value. So it's since AC supply you are giving as well as the transformer is working by using the AC supply. So the values will be varying with respect to time. So all the values are the simultaneous value. You want to get the instantaneous value means you have to stop the simulation, then you can get the instantaneous value. Now we will fill the tabular column. All of you open the tabular column. 4 readings we are going to take. First reading. So at this instant, this is the first reading should be the no load reading. So what further to get the no load reading, what you need to do is you should not apply any load. So you off the resistive load. So here there is no load is connected in the secondary side since we kept open. We kept all the switches open. So the no load is applied in the secondary side. So by the time you have to take the reading. So you run, then stop. So and also you have to take the power, that is minus it is coming means. So at this instant it is showing the value. So you should not bother about the sign. You should take the magnitude alone. You should take the magnitude. Then you have to stop and you need to take the magnitude alone. So here there is no load. So what about so the secondary is open circuited. That is the reason the ammeter is showing the 0 ampere. So the secondary side is open circuit. No load is connected. It is not getting closed. So open circuit, in the open circuit no current flow. So this ammeter it is showing the 0 ampere. So now you make a note of the reading.
Now, what to keep nominal power in lamp?
115.
Nominal power.
Yes, 115.
And voltage?
What voltage?
Nominal voltage.
Nominal power you keep as it is 100. Nominal voltage alone you need to change it as 115.
Okay, ma'am.
Nominal power, it's set the value which you have seen, which you are seeing in the screen. That is sufficient.
Ma'am, what are the values we have to set in the AC source?
230 volts, 50 hertz.
Okay, ma'am.
Look at here. This value you need to set. What are the values are seeing? That value set it in your circuit also. 230 volts, 50 hertz.
Ma'am, and show the value of voltage source.
Voltage source only. 230 volts, 50 hertz. All of you mute your mic.
Ma'am, when will you tell CT1 results?
See, already that is evaluated. I didn't turn on. That's all. I will show by this week. Thursday, Friday, I will show. I have to get the approval from the HOD. Then only I can upload it in the GCR. Your marks are already already we have evaluated. No, it is evaluated by the GCR, that is what answer we are giving means. So it will be automatically, it will check and the mark will be displayed. Already I received your marks, but it should be approved. I will get the approval and I will upload it in the GCR. Most probably I will upload it on Thursday or Friday. See now, this is no load condition. All of you make your note. Don't bother about the magnitude. Only you write the magnitude alone here. So what value you are obtaining? All of you write here. Anyone you write the value. So what is the input power? Anyone you do it in the calculator and then tell. This is milliampere. Convert into ampere. That is what? 0.29595 into 149.87. So that is the input power. What value you are getting? All of you do it in the calculator and complete the tabular column. For one reading, you tell the efficiency. All of you fill the tabular column. This is tabular column, right? So the V1 is see, listen, anybody, you multiply this, you convert this into ampere, and this is current I1. I1 into V1, what is the value?
44.
44.
44.
44? 44? 44 point?
354.
354. So your current should be in ampere. Don't take the value in the milliampere. Input power over. Then secondary voltage. Secondary. What is the secondary voltage? This is the secondary voltage. 3.23 kV. Since it is an open circuit, no current flow, 0. So the efficiency, everything is 0. Are you getting my point? So voltmeter reading, ammeter reading, it is showing in the milliampere. Convert that into ampere. Then here V2, I2 is 0. Since it is an open circuit, no current is flowing. So output power 0, power factor 0, regulation, efficiency, everything 0. Next, second reading. Second reading what? Second, so you have to gradually increase the load. So you have to, 4 lamps are there. First you switch on this lamp. Then simulation, stop. Take the instantaneous value. Take the instantaneous value. And do the same procedure. And find the efficiency. Here what you have to substitute, you need to take, see, you will not get the same answer as I am getting now. So this is simultaneous value to get the instant. It is showing the simultaneous value to get the instantaneous value. I stopped the simulation. So by the time at that instant, what are the values are available in the circuit, that value you need to take. So all will not get the same reading. So the time is varying with respect to time. So the reading is also varying with respect to time. So now you take this value. So all of you make a note of this reading, all of you. So here what you're supposed to write is 133.32 milliampere. Then here this is the voltage. You multiply both the values, then you will be getting the input power. So what you will be getting? So what this is milliampere means what? Milliampere means 0.133.32 into
19.775.
148.33. You fill the tabular column. So
19.73.
19.775.
19.77. Okay. Then secondary voltage you take. So you tell the output power at this instant. This is what. So convert that into ampere. That is 0.857573 into 74.72. So this is equal to 64. Fill the tabulation. This is equal to 64.05. So then you can obtain the power factor by using the formula. Then regulation. Now you tell me the efficiency. Output divided by input. So divided by output is 64 point divided by 19.77
3.34.
into 100. So the output power is 64.05. Output divided by input is the efficiency 19.77 into 100. If percentage, so into 100. So what value we are obtaining for the efficiency? This is the formula for the efficiency. Efficiency P out divided by P in into 100. How much value you are getting for the efficiency? Output divided by input into 100. What is the efficiency value? Anybody? What is the efficiency? See, you tell the answer for the efficiency, then only I will tell the next step. What is the efficiency value? The formula is output divided by input into 100. Efficiency. What is the efficiency value? Yes, Siddharth. Huh? So accordingly, you choose the instantaneous value. So you do the simulation and choose the value to get the efficiency less than 100. So for this instant, the efficiency is coming like 323. So whatever the apparatus, the efficiency should be less than 100. So to get the efficiency less than 100, so you stop the simulation for the values to get the percentage efficiency less than 100. So accordingly, you stop the simulation and fix the value and fill the efficiency. The next step is you have to switch on the second lamp. Next step, you have to switch on the second lamp. Then you have to stop the simulation and you have to make a note of the reading. Next step, you have to switch on the third lamp. And fourth lamp, you have to repeat the same procedure, as well as you have to keep it in your mind that the efficiency should be less than 100. So accordingly, you have to choose the value, you have to fix the value in the simulation. By the time you have to stop the simulation, then you need to take the readings. So or else, if the efficiency is coming above 100 means your readings are invalid, your answers are wrong. No mark will be given. Are you getting? Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So do you have any doubt regarding this experiment? So the main thing is after give the connection, you have to stop the you have to take the no load reading. So the no load reading in the sense, then you should not connect any load in the secondary side. You have to open all the lamps. You have to take the reading, and as well as the secondary, since the secondary is open, no current flow. No current flow, so you have to take the readings. And one more thing, so that you have to check for the regulation. So the regulation formula, it is given here. So what V02 divided by V2. V2 means what? This is the V2. This is the V2. So where will you get the V02, no load voltage? So this is this value V02. So V02 is this one, no load reading, voltage under the no load condition. This reading minus this reading divided by what is the formula? Divided by a no load reading. For example, all of you, for example, you are getting this voltages, no load in the sense that the voltage which is available in the secondary is not used by the load. So it is more or less equal to 115, right? So range we know 230/115. So the no load voltage in the secondary side should be equal to 115. So while you are loading the secondary, so the voltage will be getting reduced. For example, I am writing. So while you are calculating the regulation, what is the formula? 115 divided by minus 115. All of you make a note here. This is very, very important point, or else you will get confusion while you are calculating the percentage regulation. So this no load voltage is 115 minus, for example, I am finding the regulation for this second reading means 115 minus 100 divided by 115 into 100. That value you have to substitute here. So the no load voltage is same for all the remaining readings. All the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 readings, what you need to take the no load voltage is 115. So the 115 minus 100 divided by 115. For this third reading, tell the regulation 115 minus 90 divided by 115 into 100 will give the percentage regulation. This is the way to obtain the percentage regulation for this all the readings. Efficiency same, P out to divide. What is the expression for the power factor? Power factor is P out. P out means what? P out. Where will you obtain this P out? This is the P out. So the P out divided by P in. P out. This is the P out. This is the P in. P out in the sense output power. P in the sense input power. So P out and divided by P in will give the power factor. So this is the power factor expression. So P out divided by V2 into I2. P out. So the P out is, this is the P2, then V2 into I2. So from this expression, you can obtain the power factor, you can fill this column. So any doubt? So I told you how to fill the tabular column, how to take the readings for this experiment. Do you have any doubt? Means you can ask now. Then afterwards, I'm going to take attendance. And one more thing, today I will change the submission date as tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I will do the changes. So by the time you can send the first 3 experiment to my GCR. So today is the final last date for the submission of the first 3 experiment. So after this class, I will do the changes for the submission date. All of you submit your first 3 experiment in the GCR, or else it will be considered as 0, right? So I will change the submission date as today. So all of you submit your first 3 experiment. And one more thing, take the screenshot for this experiment and keep it in the appropriate place. Fill the tabular column. While you are calculating the efficiency, you have to keep it in your mind that the efficiency should not be above the 100. It should be less than 100. So any doubt? And also you should draw the graph between P out and regulation, P out and efficiency. Are you clear? If you are having any doubt, means you can ask now. Any doubt? Anyone? Any doubt? Do you have doubt or not?
Ma'am, we have to draw the graph also.
Huh?
We have to draw graph also.
Yes, you have to draw the graph for efficiency and regulation. Model graph, it is given in the lab manual. Check the lab manual. Model graph, it is given. So this model graph is drawn between the efficiency and regulation. So you have to draw the graph between the P out and efficiency, P out and regulation. Any doubt? See, I'm going to take attendance. Okay. So submit the first 3 experiment. Today is the final last date. I extended the time. Hereafter, there is no excuse for the submission of first 3 experiment. So submit by today, or else it will be considered as 0. So then, any doubt regarding this filling this tabulation? No. Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So today is 17, right? 17th November. 17 or 18?
17.
So answer attendance 51.
Present.
52. 53. 53. 53 absent. 53. Okay, 53 absent. 54.
Present, ma'am.
55.
Present, ma'am.
57.
Present, ma'am.
58.
58 wrote in the chat box.
Okay, 59.
Present, ma'am.
60.
Present, ma'am.
61.
67 present, ma'am.
62.
Present, ma'am.
63.
Present, ma'am.
65.
Left.
65.
Left.
Left means absent.
Ma'am, he left the college.
Oh, left the college.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
65 left the college. Why left the college?
Ma'am, he joined some other college.
66.
Present, ma'am.
68.
Present, ma'am.
69. 69.
Present, ma'am.
70.
Present, ma'am.
71. 71. 71 absent. 72.
Present, ma'am.
73.
Present, ma'am.
74.
Present, ma'am.
75.
Present, ma'am.
76. 76. 76 absent. 77.
Present, ma'am.
78.
Present, ma'am.
79.
Present, ma'am.
80.
Present, ma'am.
81.
Present, ma'am.
83. 83. 83 absent. 84. 84 also. 85.
Present, ma'am.
87.
Present, ma'am.
88. 88. 89.
Present, ma'am.
90.
Present, ma'am.
91. 92. 92.
Absent.
Okay, 92 absent. 93.
Present, ma'am.
94.
Present, ma'am.
95.
Present, ma'am.
96.
Yes, ma'am.
97.
Present, ma'am.
99.
Present, ma'am.
100. 101.
Present, ma'am.
102.
Present, ma'am.
103.
Present, ma'am.
104.
Present, ma'am.
105. 105. Absent. 106.
Present, ma'am.
107.
Present, ma'am.
109.
Present, ma'am.
110.
Present, ma'am.
110.
Present, ma'am.
110 present or absent?
He's saying, ma'am, present.
Present, ma'am.